I'm not allowed to tip over. Hey, Jody. Always a busy girl, indeed, indeed. Sucks. Oh, nope, I just accidentally pressed a button. Yeah, I don't like it very much, Miss Leedy. It's getting to that point. But unfortunately, like, the people that are on, like, Kick and Twitch and stuff like that are teenagers predominantly, and that's not my audience. Like, my audience isn't really on that stuff. There's nothing going on in here anyways. It's just, the sounds of laundry. Jesus Christ. Car, please. Oh, Heather. Didn't lock my door. Getting good at that. I should go to the green medicine place. Oh wait, I can't. I'm broke. Oh wait, no, I'm not. That's right. Michelle sent me Cash App for Christmas, so I can get myself some green medicine with that. Because it was my Christmas present to me. Or it was her Christmas present to me. It wasn't for anyone else. So I could totally spend it on what I want. Ah, that's better. Much better. Okay, there we go. That's working. God damn it, these fucking things are so fucking trouble. Live Me, I've never heard of that. Word, I used to get 100 plus views on my live streams until August 1st. I woke up on August 1st of 2024 and my chat has not had over 50 people in it ever since. It averages about 28 to 35. That's about what it averages now. And that's only because people have like their notification bells on, or they're the people who like notice when I'm not there. You know, there's like maybe 10 or 12 people who, like, if I don't live stream that day, they will message me and ask me if I'm okay. And so those people look for me, you know, so that's like half of us. And then the other half is the trolls. I average the amount of trolls to supporters based on how many likes my live stream gets. I pretty much assume that if you're a supporter, you're going to like my live stream. I mean, that's just like, you know, it's like a habit. It's habitual. So like if the live stream doesn't have, like, the numbers aren't closely aligned, I know that the difference is trolls. I've never heard of Live Me. Have to look into that. I wonder how YouTube decides what is top messages. Have I had any food today? Day is almost over. I need to go to Walmart. Doing laundry. That was yesterday, actually. And that was like cottage cheese. And that was yesterday morning. Look at the book that I found. It's called Boundaries. When to say yes, how to say no, take control of your life. It's a Christian book. Are you in control of your life? Do people take advantage of you? Do you have trouble saying no? Can I set limits and still be a loving person? How do I answer someone who wants my time, love, energy, or money? Why do I feel guilty when I consider setting boundaries? I flipped through it a little bit. It looks pretty good. It's definitely Christian angled. No, I haven't had anything today. I don't think. I haven't live streamed today, have I? I don't think I've been on here yet today. I was on my treadmill yesterday for 5 hours. I wasn't like exercising hard or anything. I was just walking. I just walked for 5 hours. I walked for 4 miles. Actually, I probably did more than 4 miles because I was just guesstimating 4 based on loosely on the numbers that were adding up on my thing and my live stream, but I think it was a little bit more than that. It had to have been more than that because I was going at like 2 miles an hour. So I should have at least done 2 miles. There's no way I walked 10 miles yesterday though. I literally wanted to get back on the treadmill when I got home last night from taking sugar to my neighbor. Like I literally wanted to get back on the treadmill, but I knew that if I got on the treadmill that I was going to make myself sick, that I was going to overdo it for myself. So I decided that I would go against what my hyperfixation was telling me to do and sit down and drink some fucking water. And I stretched my hips so good last night in bed. Dude, I needed to walk. I needed to loosen up my hips. That's why I just kept doing it. It felt good. So I just kept doing it. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go play Sims. I wanna play Sims. I wanna check on my city while I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Thing that sucks about live streaming is that you've got to be the one to come up with all the things to talk about. And I kind of just want to sit here quietly. Put on a podcast or something. Who am I kidding? It'll be a YouTube podcast. Getting distracted by the cars, see? I was gonna go like today. Well, I was gonna go yesterday, but then all the chaos happened with the dog pee. So now here I am at the laundromat washing all of the stuff that has dog pee on it. And while I was cleaning up the stuff yesterday, I accidentally knocked the dog actually did it. Knocked Elliot's brand new pajama set that I just bought him, like 4 pajama sets or 3 pajama sets, and the dog knocked it into his water bowl, so it just smells like fucking dog mouth. And I'm not gonna give my kid a brand new set of pajamas that he's gonna put on when he gets out of a bath, you know, fucking smelling like dog. Like, it's bad enough that like everything is the way it is. I'm not gonna add insult to injury and give him a fucking stinky fucking Christmas present. I'm so pissed. But anyways, so here I am washing everything, and then I guess I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna try to shower. So I'm gonna probably just head out to see him tomorrow first thing in the morning, now that everything is clean. I need to get chicken food. Don't forget to get chicken food. Getting tired. The day is feeling like it's over already. It's getting so dark. Yeah, right. Orly's a fucking nightmare to get in the truck. It would be nice to be able to take him to go see Elliot, but I can't have him at Josh's house. Josh's apartment complex, they have, I don't know, like ever since they tried to evict him, you know, whenever I was staying there for him to help me out in July. They tried to evict him, and ever since then, they have been so awful to their tenants about guests, like crazy. Like, literally, I cannot even park where I used to park all the time. There's not enough tenants to fill up all the parking spaces in this area, because there's enough each tenant has 2 spots or whatever, I guess. So there's plenty of spots. Josh has a second spot that could use, but if I park there, they will literally like fuck with him. And then like he can't have people at his house for longer than like 2 hours. So I'm just sitting here thinking, I was like, Josh, it sounds like they're singling you out specifically. Like, this doesn't seem like reasonable for like an apartment complex to be like saying about things. Like, he's only allowed to have people, overnight guests, 4 days a year. And he's not, and anyone who stays there longer than 3 hours is considered an overnight guest. What? The fuck out of here with that shit. That's like why I don't want to live in a fucking apartment complex and shit. You have to like jump through all these hoops for someone else's bullshit. Just rather live in a fucking bus than have to deal with someone telling me like That I can't hire a cleaning lady to come clean my house. I can't hire a babysitter to come and watch my kid during the day while I'm at work. I can't hire a dog sitter to come and watch my dog while I'm at work. I can't hire, anybody to come to my house for anything that, like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Yep. It's ridiculous. Everyone did like Orly. All the tenants and stuff liked Orly, except for one. There's this one lady who lives there she is the mom of a trans kid. And so you can just imagine, she's got her hair shaved on the side, and her dog is the absolute worst. Her dog was the worst behaved dog of all of them. And so, like, he was, like, mean to Orly, and Orly has bad hips. You can't pin Orly down and, like, do stuff like that. So, I don't particularly, I wouldn't let her dog, like Nala and Simba, how Nala gets on Simba and, like, puts the paws down and has the dog on, or has Simba on his back. It was literally like that, what her dog was trying to do. And so I just wouldn't let them do that. So I was like, oh, well, I don't want him, to do that. And then she took offense to it personally. It had nothing to do. I can't let a dog do that to my dog. I'm sorry. Control your animal, maybe. And then she's like, oh, he's so well behaved. And, meanwhile, he's, like, literally trying to attack all the other dogs, and not in an aggressive way, but in a way too playful way that cannot go unchecked, No, Cal. And that's the fucked up thing, right? Because his next door neighbors, it's literally an older couple, Elliot's friend, and, like, his brother, his sister. They're little. They're, like, Elliot's age and younger. And then the mom. And the grandparents, like, have the kids there all the time. And, like, the mom is there all the time. She has an apartment down the street, but she's, like, there all the time. They're there all coming and going constantly, like a bunch of people, like 5 additional bodies. You know what I mean? And they're not getting said anything to. I literally think that they're singling Josh out. I think that they may have changed a bunch of rules, but they're only enforcing them really to Josh, or making Josh feel like he's going to get kicked out of his apartment, And he's fucking blind, dude. Like, you can't fuck around with that kind of shit. They need to be careful because, like, he legally, first of all, I'm his wife. We're not just friends. You know what I mean? We're literally husband and wife. So by law, like, that's ridiculous. But in and of itself, he is visually impaired, and he does need help. And it's fucking ridiculous that he is put in a position where he has anxiety. He already suffers from anxiety, but now he's afraid to literally have me come over and help him do things like clean the house and do stuff like that, because he's afraid that if my car is seen there too long, they're gonna fucking evict him. They've put him in a state of, dude, he's, like, in such a state, like, about it that, like, Elliot's not allowed to ride his bike in the parking lot right in front of the house. He's not allowed to, he's not allowed to play and be a kid, like, laugh and have fun and stuff like that. If he's doing that, like, they like, the neighbors complain. There's, like, an old lady and she's been there so long, and, like, whatever. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. And I may be wrong about, like, some details, but basically it's the same fucking kind of crap, like, basically overall it's all, it's ridiculous. He's visually impaired. They shouldn't be giving him shit about anything. They should be helping him out, if anything, making it easier for him, but they don't. They make, and like I said, Josh already is like a fucking chihuahua. He really does suffer from anxiety really bad. Like, he has anxious issues. And so, to put him in a state where he's afraid he's going to lose his place to live, it makes him so that, like, he feels like he has to, Elliot, shh, don't make any noise, and, like, that's no way to fucking live. That's why I hate renting a room from someone or living on someone else's property. property or like any of these things, because you have to like, you know, if they're, you got to be like jumping through their hoops and shit. That's why, you know, I planned with Adam for 3 years before I actually moved here. Because I don't want to be going through that kind of crap. And that's why I have my own property. Then I got a bus, and like I lived in my van and for years before I got that property or got my bus, because I would much rather live in my van than have to jump through hoops and deal with other people's bullshit. Like, that's unreasonable. Like, you know, I'm sorry, but like if you rent a room to someone who has a child, you have to understand that there's going to be some childlike things going on, you know, like crying at random times, stomping, you know, jumping and running around and giggling and, you know, screaming and roughhousing and stuff like that. And, you know, there's a limit, obviously. Like, I am the kind of person who, when you're in a public space, it's important to remember that you're sharing that public space with everybody. So you have to have common courtesy. But common courtesy is making sure that your kid isn't stomping on the second floor at like, you know, 8 p.m. or in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? Like, that's common courtesy. There's a difference between common courtesy and then just like having to literally like all the time and live in this constant state of like anxiety about it. I would have to go through the process of putting myself on the lease, but neither of us want to do that because that apartment's too small for all of us. There's like no room, you know, as it is, between Elliot and Josh's stuff. Why isn't this washing? Are you freaking kidding me? Damn it. 32 extra minutes. This one's almost done. Oh, perfect. You know, like I'm sorry, but a parking lot at an apartment complex should have children playing in it. That's inviting to a parent. You know what I mean? Like, if you're it's very frustrating. It doesn't make logical sense to me to like completely disallow things like that. You know, like, it's supposed to be like a low income, family oriented apartment complex. You know? He got that apartment because he was a single dad. You know? It's just stupid. I found some henna, so I'm going to do my roots here soon. Your phone volume was down. I was saying that you sent me money for Christmas, and so I could get myself anything I want. And what I was going to use the money for was some green medicine stuff. I just ran out just now, and I was like, fuck, I don't have any money. I can't go get myself a green medicine. And then I remembered that you had sent me a little bit of money to my Cash App, and I was like, that is exactly enough to cover what I need. And then maybe like $20 in gas. I just buy something cheap and sufficient. There might be a sale too today. I'll look and see if maybe there's at the place that I'm gonna go to, if there's maybe a day of the week thing. No shit. Holy crap. I'm only gonna spend like $30, I think. 32 maybe. I only ever remember the gimmicky thing when it's called Terp Tuesdays. But I can't remember what that means. I feel like it was for when they had like the other kinds of distillate things on sale, but I can't be sure. My phone is getting low on battery. I'm gonna go. Because I'm going to play SimCity for a little while before my phone dies completely. Since I forgot to press start on the washing machine, I've got an additional 36 minutes here now, so can't believe I did that. Year-end specials and Christmas. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that. That's exciting. I hope it's cheap. I hope it's on sale, because if it's on sale, or there's some kind of like, I might be able to get, 2 really cheap ones instead of like, one mid-range one. Hey, that's my old van. My old van just drove by. The van I used to live in. I do have phone service again. But I'm about to turn this off. I want to go play SimCity for a little while, and my phone is going to die, so it's low battery. Yes, I am. I'm going to go see him tomorrow. That's why I'm doing laundry right now, because yesterday the dog, the tiny dogs peed on everything. I know, I can tell. It happens a lot. But yeah, so because of yesterday, I had to make an inadvertent laundry trip here today, because Elliot's brand new pajamas that I just got him for Christmas fell in the water bowl. So I'm not gonna add insult to injury and then give my kid doggy, stinky, fucking Christmas present, you know? Like, that's just depressing. Life sucks hard enough as it is. I don't need to, like, make it so that the gifts I give people are gross, you know? Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you later. I'll be back when I get home. I'm gonna go on the